Okay, Michel, thank you for making a little bit of time to talk about what's going on here at the CETRAN test center with Siemens. Can you tell me a bit about the project?
First of all, it's a pleasure having you here. The CETRAN is an initiative from the Ministry of Transport, the local authority, LTA, Land Transport Authority, and ourselves in partnership with NTU, which is a university in Singapore. We are part of this simulation and test center by bringing our own added value, which is in relation with the infrastructure.
Brilliant. And so you're building this infrastructure for the autonomous vehicle. This is something quite new. How is it that the infrastructure is able to make the autonomous vehicle systems more robust?
So in fact, you are right. This is a simulation and test center for autonomous vehicle. Ourselves, we bring our contribution in the infrastructure and we give some information to the autonomous vehicle in order, let's say, to ensure that some of the scenarios are covered along safety, along efficiency of the travel, and definitely along the passenger experience, which is, let's say, everything related to when a passenger wants to take a self-driving vehicle down to when he wants to leave it.
And as I understand it, you're getting autonomous vehicle sensors that might have been previously found on cars, lidar for instance, and putting it on the infrastructure.
Well, in fact, in our infrastructure, we have a number of sensors which are, first of all, the traffic controller, which is already also a sensor, the roadside unit, which we also use in other applications, as well as other sensors such as lidar, such as radars, etc. And this allows us to extract some information of the condition of the infrastructure and to merge this with what is from the self-driving vehicle to optimize the trip of the vehicle.
So what it means is the roadside infrastructure is getting a separate picture of the road and being able to see around corners, things like that the car can't do, to make it safer and more robust.
It is another source of information which is for sure not coming from the onboard, from the self-driving vehicle, but which is coming from the infrastructure. And then this source of information coming from the infrastructure allows to have a better trip, if I can say, from the vehicle around. And this is first of all safety, because we want to cover some safety aspect of the movement of the vehicle. Second point about the efficiency of the trip, okay, because we want also to have a smooth trip, and definitely around the passenger experience.
Yes, we saw some demonstrations of how it's going to avoid emergency stops, and it will be able to slow down more gradually. You won't get any hard braking, that kind of thing. And the use case in the future could potentially be you have this infrastructure deployed in. And then perhaps the vehicle can operate within a geofenced area as an on-demand bus system, perhaps.
Yeah. At the end of the day, this infrastructure will be optimized along, let's say, a type of application. It does not mean we'll have infrastructure all along the trip of the self-driving vehicle. It will be in some singular point where we want to make sure that there are information. When it is a straight line, it could be that for sure, the self-driving vehicle is much more autonomous, but when we are within intersection or within special, let's say, cases, then the infrastructure will ensure that there are information transmitted to the self-driving vehicle. And at the end of the day, it's a system between the self-driving vehicle and the information coming from the infrastructure.
It feels like it could work very well for that first and last mile on-demand solution.
Yes, definitely. Yeah. Definitely. First and last mile, which means feeders to the high capacity transportation system, is definitely, let's say, the type of application.
Yeah, to me, I can really picture that happening. You know, it feels like a real thing that might happen one day, and it's very exciting to see.
Yeah, welcome.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks, Michel.